Okay, let's talk about AI. It's a term you hear everywhere, right? But if you've ever stopped and thought, wait, what does that actually mean? Well, you are definitely not alone. So let's dive in and see if we can finally clear up some of that confusion. Right, so what is artificial intelligence, really? I mean, it seems like it should be a simple question, but the answer, it's surprisingly complicated. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack together today. The core of the problem is that AI just means wildly different things to different people. For some, you say AI and they immediately picture, human-like robots from sci-fi movies. But then for others, almost any kind of complex data processing gets that AI label slapped on it.
But here's the thing. The truth is, AI is already a huge part of our daily lives, often in ways we don't even notice. Just think about it. The tech behind self-driving cars, that's AI. Those spooky good algorithms that decide what pops up in your social media feed, AI. Or the software that automatically finds and tags faces in your photos, yep, also AI. So keep these examples in your back pocket because they're going to be super important for understanding what comes next.
Okay, so why is this term so slippery? Why is it so hard to nail down? Well, turns out there are three main reasons, and we're going to investigate each one to really get to the bottom of this.
So the first reason, it's actually kind of funny. There's this old geeky joke that goes, AI is whatever computers can't do yet. And the irony here is just perfect, right? It's a moving target. As soon as we figure out how to make a computer do something cool, think about playing chess at a grandmaster level, it magically stops feeling like this mysterious AI and just becomes, well, just computer science. Reason number two for all the confusion? You can thank science fiction for that. We've been fed this vision of AI as these conscious, emotional, do-it-all beings, right? But the reality, at least for now, is so different. Real-world AI is way more like a specialized tool. Think of it as a set of methods designed to do one very specific task and do it really, really well. And this brings us to the third reason, which is this absolutely fascinating paradox. We humans, we tend to think that the really hard stuff, the things that require intense brain power like playing world-class chess, well, that must be the peak of intelligence. But for a computer, that's actually the easy part. It's just following a set of rules at an insane speed. You know what's truly difficult for an AI? Something a toddler finds completely effortless? Just seeing an apple and picking it up. That one simple act involves vision, planning, fine motor control. It's an incredibly complex dance that is a nightmare to program.
Okay, so if a single, neat and tidy definition just doesn't work, how should we be thinking about AI? Let's try a much more useful approach. Instead of one definition, let's focus on two key characteristics that pretty much all of these systems share.
The first one is autonomy. All this means is that an AI system can do its job in a complicated, always changing world without a human having to hold its hand and guide its every move. It's got a degree of independence. And the second key characteristic is adaptivity. This is the learning part of machine learning you hear so much about. An AI system isn't static. It's not set in stone. It can actually improve its performance over time by crunching new data and learning from its own experience.
So there you have it, our two new tools for thinking about AI, autonomy and adaptivity. Now, let's go back to those real-world examples we talked about at the beginning and see how this framework just makes everything click into place.
Let's put this to the test. A self-driving car, is it autonomous? Yep, it navigates traffic all by itself. Is it adaptive? You bet. It learns and gets better from data collected over millions of miles. Okay, what about your content feed? It's autonomous because it personalizes what you see without you asking. And it adapts by learning from every single thing you click on. Same deal with image recognition. It autonomously tags your photos, and it gets way more accurate the more photos it sees. See the pattern? It's always autonomy and adaptivity.
All right, now that we have a solid framework, let's wrap up with a few key ideas that'll help you talk about AI like a pro, with a lot more precision and confidence. First up, you've got to beware of what the AI pioneer Marvin Minsky called suitcase words. I love this idea. Words like learns or understands are suitcase words. When we say an AI learns, we're packing that word with all the baggage of what human learning means. But what the machine is doing is fundamentally different. It's mathematical. An AI might understand how to identify a road in a picture, for sure, but it has zero real-world understanding that you can't drive on a picture of a road printed on a t-shirt. This is a big one. It's so important to remember that intelligence isn't a single scale. It's not like temperature where you can just say something is hotter or colder. You can't rank a chess algorithm as more intelligent than a spam filter. It doesn't make any sense.
They're totally different tools designed for totally different problems. Today's AI is super narrow, not general.
Okay, so here is your number one pro tip. Try to avoid saying an AI. Think about it. AI is a whole scientific discipline, like biology or physics. You wouldn't say you're going to use a biology to solve a problem, right? Instead, talk about using AI methods or say a system has a pinch of AI in it. It's just a much more accurate and frankly smarter way to talk about it.
And that really brings us to the big takeaway here. The most productive, the most useful way to think about all this technology isn't to ask, what will an AI do? The real question, the one that actually unlocks all its potential, is this: what human problems can we solve with these incredibly powerful AI methods? Now that is a question worth exploring.